Hey, what's up guys, Sinks here. Welcome back to another BRM5 video. Today, we're going to be talking about the new open world map that is apparently coming out in the near future here. So, let's get into it. So, as you guys know, they announced it on Instagram and also Discord. I'm not sure if they really announced it on any other platform. So, I'm just going to read from Discord. Alright, so we're looking at the development channel right now in the Platinum 5 Discord server. In here, Administrator Nar states, "Hello everyone, we've been a bit quiet lately, so we wanted to give you a quick update on what's happening behind the scenes. The whole team is currently hard at work on a brand new open world map. It will feature gameplay similar to Ronograd with compounds to secure, ground vehicles, helicopters, etc. But will be based entirely within a new geographic location. The new open world will also take the inspiration from New York City zombies with server events and major focus on high quality missions and quests. Side note, Ronograd will not be removed / replace. It will always remain a selection in the menu. However, as you may know, working on an open world map of this scale means we will not have the capacity to follow a regular monthly update schedule. Though this will not stop us from releasing smaller updates here and there. We will release more information about the new open world map in the near future. Thanks for your patience and understanding."
But this is actually a big moment in history for BRM5. In fact, the map of Ronograd is actually 6 years old now. I still remember the day that the map was first released back in 2019. There was actually a delay before it was released. It was actually kind of funny. But it was really cool when it first released, because like looking at it now, the map back then was completely different. We didn't have Fort Ronograd, we didn't have Naval, we didn't even have Quarry. We didn't even have all the other like Depot, Pushkino, all like pretty much we didn't have that. The radar station now looks completely different than it did back then, especially with DOU. DOU did not look the same back then. It was actually quite small. In fact, that it even had a little entranceway to the silo, which you only could get through the entrance, but that's pretty much it. If you guys played back then, you would know. Along with that, we didn't even have bunker raids, so it was pretty much us going places to capture locations. Now, other than me reminiscing of the past, I do want to talk about some ideas that I think that would be pretty nice to have added or re-added that could make the game a bit better. So the first thing that I do want to talk about is regarding the similarity of gameplay from Ronograd, you know, with the use of compounds to secure and ground vehicles to use with helicopters as well. Now, let's get into the compound side of things. So as you guys may know, the basic objective for each compound is to place explosives or kill a VIP, which is great. But when you're doing it over and over for each location, it gets pretty boring. So my idea is I think it would be pretty nice to have one unique objective for its specified location. Now, here's an example of it. Mountain Radar Station. Now, instead of having to kill the VIP in that area, we can replace it with having to download or maybe hack into the interface of that console in the control area. And then while that's doing that, it'll download and you must hold off that control area for X amount of time. Now, that is like a pure example of what I mean by a unique objective. Now, what I'd love to see as well is maybe having that same sort of concept, but for whether you are trying to stealth or maybe raid a compound. Now, moving on to the second half of Nar's announcement regarding the similarity of gameplay with the strongholds and missions that are inspired from the zombies mode. I really do hope that optimization will be a massive difference here. As you guys may know, if you're playing a lot of zombies, there tends to be some lag spikes here and there, but for those who are low in devices, they really do get it hard. I'm not lying. Dude, I can only pray for them when they get on there, because people are running missions. There's also strongholds also activating at random times, and it kind of gets chaotic when there's a lot of zombies as well. So all that into one is a lag fest for most people. So I really do hope they put more effort into the optimization. Now, other than strongholds, because I know strongholds so far have been pretty good actually, so I don't really have any issues regarding that besides the, like I said, optimization. But now for the missions. So the missions are something I really do want to get into. So missions so far from Ronograd and the open world and from the zombies as well have been pretty good in some degree, but there are some missions where it gets too repetitive, doing the exact same thing, such as having to retrieve something, go back, and then drop it off. Having to retrieve something, go back, and drop it off. That is kind of the stuff I'm talking about that really gets a little too much and boring. So I really do hope they get into depth with some missions, maybe add a little bit of a puzzle here and there. I don't know if you guys know or if you guys have played the hospital mission in Ronograd. I really did enjoy the task that gave us, instead of us having to like literally get in there, find something, and then, you know, leave. They actually gave us more things to do instead of just, you know, doing that. So I thought it was pretty cool. Now there is more things I could yap about on what I wish to see in the upcoming update, but honestly, there's a lot of things that we still don't know. So at the moment, I'm just gonna hold it off. Other than that, there's been a lot of people theorizing regarding where this place is gonna be at. Some people have said it's gonna be in Southeast Asia. Some people said it's gonna be probably somewhere in Africa. Dude, I don't know where you guys get these from, but whatever floats your boat. There's also been some theories as well with regarding the UNS New York being in the new open world map, where we can use boats with its amphibious bay, and along with that, we could possibly see the Gerald R. Ford return in the game. Again, these are just theories. Take it with a grain of salt. You know, at the end of the day, we still don't know as far as, you know, the gameplay of things. Alright, that is pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, have a good day and night, and I'll catch you guys all later. Reaper out.